She went through everything with us and taught us many things that we'll be able to use in our everyday life and in future, especially with our own families, with the individuals we work with. It was very empowering. I would recommend it to anyone. I was very excited to find out that my employer and employers were offering this to their employees, because this isn't something that normally gets offered to employees. And knowing where we come from and our people, and knowing the importance of healing, that for me, I just thought it was so wonderful that we were able to offer this to the employees for that healing, because we always want to hire our own people, but knowing that there's generally a lot of baggage that comes along with that, and to provide those supports for our people, to further encourage them, to empower them, and to help them on their healing process and on their healing path, I just thought was wonderful. I very much found it rewarding for myself, and that I gained so much that I understand that for me it was probably a one-time opportunity, because I'd want to, if it was ever offered again, I'd want other employees to take part in that, and I would offer that to them. I actually talked to Diane about doing it myself, and because it is very expensive, but I see the value in it so much that I actually want to pursue it further for myself. I actually talked to her even about paying for a fellow family member that I think needs that, and I think that they would benefit from it greatly. And so that's how much I believe in it. Initially, I really didn't know what was going to come of it, but after the weekend, it was very empowering, and I learned a lot from it, especially myself, especially in the role that I'm in. All the things that we learned in that weekend, I can apply to my position, and I think it's made me a better leader because of it. Especially I was feeling a little worn down when I first went, and I was totally, like, when I came back, I was feeling motivated, I was uplifted, and I had this new energy about me. Even my partner, my husband, and my child, they noticed it as well. And so even when I speak with my little one, I notice the way I speak with her is a little differently, and even when she's having some struggles and things at school, I always reflect, and I notice that I'm starting to use the language that Diane has taught me, and the words and encouragement that I think that she needs to hear. And so I know the Real School program that our school is taking part in is a small snippet of that, but it's a totally different program. But it does encompass many of the values, the beliefs that surround that quantum healing, and there are many elements that go with it. That I'm very excited that we can offer that to our students in our community. We did put it out there for parents to come in, community members to also take part. And like I said, I think part of it initially is the not knowing what it is, and that's why there was some reluctance. But the students are enjoying it. I'm a big believer in it, and I support it fully. That I've encouraged all the students. There's only a couple who aren't taking part, and that's for very different, understandable reasons to why they can't take part. But the whole student body from grades 4 to 8 are taking part, and they're getting a lot out of it.
Yeah, I'm Cassie, and I wrote a letter to the council about wanting to have a place to study for homework, and I mentioned Real School in it and how it helped me gain the confidence to write it.
Okay, my name is Heather Sunday. I go by Joni, and most of the kids here call me Miss Sunday. And I went to the quantum healing workshop because, well, I was told I needed to go. I was having a lot of difficulties in my life, and they said that this would benefit me. And I was afraid. I wasn't sure what I was getting into. I thought, okay, here comes the native mumble jumble. I'm going to be thrown into a cultural thing that I'm not wanting, and growing up it's not the same. And when I got there and was introduced to the program and the people who were there, the coordinator, Diane, she was really awesome. It was a really interesting learning experience for me. Like I said, I didn't know what I was getting into. I thought it was all going to be cultural, and it had nothing to do with culture. What it dealt with was me, and what I wanted, it was just about me. And it took me a long time to realize that. When I first went, I was like, okay, just listening, and basically it was just listening to what other people had to say and then listening to what my heart said. And from listening to everybody else before I went to quantum healing, they all said I needed to change in my life. Our education director was stating that there was a lot of things going on and I needed to change. And I was bracing myself, no, I don't want to change, I don't want to do anything different. Right now I need stability in my life. And when I went to this program, I realized that, you know what, I have to quit doing things for other people. I have to realize that my life is based on me. And things that happen around me may affect me and may cause me to react in a way, but it's about me. It's not about anybody else and how I can better myself for them. It's how I can better myself for me. A new understanding of who I am, and it's based on quantum healing. There was problems when I went in there, physical problems. I had back problems and a lot of back pains, and learning the quantum healing and whereabouts that is on your body, and if you can get rid of the problems that are around you, then slowly all those pains disappear. And after that workshop, I had a sore back. And after realizing certain things, doing some meditation, I don't have a sore back anymore. That part of my life doesn't affect me because I realized I'm going to do something for me. And I think that's why I had a sore back. It's because I was basing everybody's ideas on what I should be and what I should do. And it wasn't good for me.